Namaskar. Prayers for your and your family members' safety and health. Hope you all are doing fine. In this video lesson, we are going to take chapter number 1 of class 9th. The name of the chapter is The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov. In our first video lesson, we read half of the chapter. After reading the first half of the chapter, we came to know that the author has presented a contrast between two types of education system. The education system of the future time, where Margie and Tommy are studying, and the education system of the past with reference to the future time, that is our present day education system. We have seen from the point of view of Margie that the education system in which she studies is where the teachers are machines, the books are online, and the schools are at home only. And we also came to know that Margie somehow does not like such type of school. She is enchanted by the thought that there can be a school building where the students of the same age group go and study together. The books are printed. That is something very surprising for her. She just cannot digest the idea that the pages are still, the words are still, we have to flip the pages to read the book. She also cannot imagine that teachers can be human beings. So, I want you to think about what is your preference. Which education system according to you is better? Would you like to have online classes, or would you like to come to school and have classes with your friends? Write down your thoughts in your English notebooks. Write your preference. In the second video lesson today, we are going to read further. We are going to read from part 6. So here is the lesson. Let us read the lesson and let us try to understand what Isaac Asimov has to say. How Margie and Tommy react. Let us read further. Part 6. Tommy looked at her with superior eyes. Because it is not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago, he added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago. Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, Anyway, they had a teacher. In this part, we see that Tommy shows his superiority. He considers Margie to be stupid and foolish, not knowing what kind of school they had in the past time. Tommy also very loftily, very heavily, by stressing the point, says that he's talking about the schools centuries ago. Margie is a little hurt by this comment. She also wants to know from the book what kind of school is described, and therefore she reads some pages or some lines over his shoulder. Maybe Tommy is not allowing her to read. So after a moment, after a while, she says, anyway, they had a teacher. So in this line, we come to know her emotions towards the machine teacher. She feels that in the past also, there is a machine teacher. And therefore, She's uh, she gives such kind of reaction. She hates that machine teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man, Margie says. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Tommy says. Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So when Margie showed her hate towards that machine teacher, Tommy understood and clarified that in the past time there was no machine teacher. There was a teacher which was a human being. It was a regular teacher. It was a man. Margie is surprised. She asks, a man? She's not ready to believe that a human being can be a teacher. So Tommy clarifies it and tells Margie that in those days there was a regular human being who would teach boys and girls, who would give instructions to the students, who would give them homework, who would ask questions to the teachers in the classroom. Part 7. Margie says, a man isn't smart enough. Tommy says, sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. So here we come to know that Margie thinks that a human being cannot teach because a human being has got limited knowledge as compared to a machine. Human beings will not be so convincing. So in response, Tommy says that yes, a human being can be a teacher. And then he compares his father, um, who knows a lot many things, right? And he says, my father knows as much as my teacher. Margie says, he knows almost as much, I betcha. Means I know, uh, I also know that human beings, or your father, my father, or my mother, they know so many things. But Margie was not prepared to dispute that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. So she says, okay, fine, I agree that human beings have uh, that information, that knowledge to teach students. But I would not want a stranger in my house. Okay, I would not want stranger in my house because uh, she has the belief that the schools are in the house only. So she cannot uh, have a stranger in her house and teach her. She, till this point of time, does not know